right behind the ball, playing the ball down with soft hands. So good to watch this youngster facing Niranjana Nagarajan, who's stealing in from the Falcon end. Ooh. A full length ball, wide outside leg stump, resulting in a wide declared by the umpire. Niranjana Nagarajan had a very good day yesterday. She picked up 2 overs in a first spell, and against the Falcon Kidney Sports, and put them right on the back foot in the first 2 overs. I am sure that her team expects her to do the same and repeat the performance from yesterday. Prerna very cautiously sliding the ball down in between the slip and the gully region towards third man, and gets a single. The captain of Ameya Sports at the toss, Veda Krishnamurthy, said that she has chosen to bat just because she wants to check what her batting lineup can do, because it's going to be a long tournament over 7 days, each team playing 6 games, and this is the second game for every team today, so it's going to be a challenging task for the next 4 games. A very good length over there bowled by Niranjana Nagarajan, and Tirush Kamini happy to see the ball go into the keeper's hand. A very good forward defense, lunging forward. Tirush Kamini is looking very good, and so is Prerna Rajesh. At the end of the first over, the score is 7 runs for no wickets. Let's see who's going to do the proceedings from the Nippon India end. Well, I think the duties are assigned to Deepthi Sharma, who also had an incredible day yesterday. In fact, Mr. Krishnaswamy, she was the player of the match for the second game, which was played yesterday. Deepthi Sharma, she had an incredible day yesterday. I'm sure her team expects her to have yet another good day. So the first ball coming up from Deepthi Sharma, while I get Mr. Krishnaswamy to have a chat with us again.
Deepthi has been a regular player for the Indian team. She has tons of experience, having played in level of cricket for last 3 years, and she is one of the bright prospects who have a long way to go. Expected to serve the Indian team for at least a decade or so. She is a very handy off spinner who always bowls with the new ball, even for the Indian team in T20 cricket, and she's also equally good left hand batsman. She and Poonam Rawat, I remember, had a world record partnership in South Africa against Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. It still stands today. So again, let me repeat this. She is one of the very bright prospects, very bright player who is expected to serve a long time for the Indian team.
Absolutely right, Mr. Krishnaswamy. I'm sure that she's done over the years. She's actually contributed a lot to the Indian women's team, and yesterday she's also contributed to her team, the Falcon Sheen Sports here in Bangalore. And I think it's a good move to get. The Sheen's captain has actually got Deepti Sharma to bowl to Tirush Kamini, who is a left-hander. So using an off-spinner against a left-hander, where the ball is going to leave Tirush Kamini, early on, you think is going to make it difficult for her to, play her strokes? What do you think about that, Mr. Krishnaswamy?
Uh, it's always good for a spinner to bowl to a left-hander, especially in the initial overs, within the within the first 6 overs where the field restrictions are too many. That's always been the case. An Indian team always, even against right-handers, they use Deepti. So she's extremely experienced now, having cricket. I think she's going to again very very important role in today's match. Her bowling and batting is going to make a lot of difference. Going to be. I'm not surprised that she won the man of the match. Woman of the match for last match. So I expect that she'll do equally well this match also.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Krishnaswamy. I think she has a kind of a zip in her bowling. More like the R. Ashwin kind of a bowler. A lot of revs on the ball, and she bowls right into some very good areas. Always keeps the batsman guessing. There are a lot of off spinners, but not all off spinners can open the innings. I think she's got that zip, which gets she doesn't allow the batsman to come on to the front foot that easily. I think that's what is the advantage that she brings in. So we've got Niranjana Nagarajan, I think, to bowl the third over from the Falcon end. I think she's had a good day yesterday, and in the first over she looked pretty good.
Yeah, I think Jemimah has been bowling. Oh, that's a great shot. Trish Kamini lost a good length down for a 4. Very 4 runs. Coming back to off-spinners opening, if you see even in IPL cricket, as the Indian team, Washington Sunder again fastish off-spinner open for Indian team, and Ashwin bowls with the new ball in many times in IPL. So that seems to be the same thing now. It seems to be paying well for all also. Company again plays a defensive shot. The wicket on the off and they take off a single. I think it's a well-run single. Yeah.
Well, about the off spinners bowling the first over, the initial spell. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Martin Crowe who brought in Deepak Patel to bowl the first over and change the entire perspective about why spins can be used. So we've got a comment coming in from our fellow commentator, Mr. Sheen.
Well, there was a time, I think, when due to lack of quality pace bowlers, spinners were asked to open the bowling. And now it's become a question of tactic, bringing them in early on. Yes, Krishnaswamy.
I agree with you. I think that was not true just T20 cricket, but also in Test cricket also. With Sunil Gavaskar and Eknath Solkar and Nahova Patel. It was more to than to anything else.
I think even B.S. Chandrasekhar opened the bowling once.
Yeah, in T20 cricket is more tactics which we employed. That's little wide, giving with play a drive of the front foot, but she played very well and it pierced the field between cover and extra cover and all the way for 4 runs. Turner Rajesh played a very nice, eye-pleasing shot here.
Well, indeed, that was a fantastic shot over there. I don't think we can find anything wrong with that shot. Uh, Beautiful body balance, allowing the cradle swing to meet the bat at the right point, and is being rewarded by
Hello.
We once again resume our telecast and the commentary for our online viewers. We are picking up the telecast from in the fourth over. It's 4.4 overs. We've got Simon Henry bowling from the Falcons end. Tirush Kamini getting ready to face Simon Henry. Fantastic slog sweep all along the carpet. Rakshita Krishnappa intercepts the ball, restricting Tirush Kamini for a single. Last ball of the fourth over. It doesn't look like Ameya Sports is going for the bonus point here. Fantastic sweep. Here is a boundary. I think it took the top edge of Nikki's bat and the ball lands into the safe area. No deep fine leg, resulting in a boundary. At the end of the fifth over, Falcon Ameya Sports are 31 for 1. So they need 12 runs in 6 balls now if they want to target the bonus point. 11 runs, I believe. Well, both these batsmen are pretty capable of achieving that target. No bowling change yet. We have Deepti Sharma to proceed again, continue from the India Nippon end, and I don't think they will be active from that end. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Shri Kumar?
Let's see, Yogesh, as of now, she's not been able to manage much from that end, and this has been cut away towards the third man fence for 4 runs. So, I think she's been having a little of a problem in finding the right length in her spells. So there'll be either Kamini or Nikki using their feet very well to tackle the stuff that has been sent down. Again, for the second time, pitch delivery attempt to knock the batsman. The defensive shot to the offside. No runs. Nothing added to the total. Deepti Sharma, who was the player of the match yesterday, having scored 45 runs for a team. This time a lofted shot towards the mid-on region. A single coming up for the team there, Kamini. And Nikki Prasad, the wicket Nikki Prasad is Yogesh and Krishna Swami told you, had a good knock of 61 runs yesterday. Looking good again today. Let's see how much she can do to match or even better what she did yesterday.
Hello. It was a more or less Yorker length ball which Nikki Prasad thought of hitting towards mid-wicket and changed their mind at the last minute and just kept it out of her stance. Deepti is bowling really well, using her vast experience and keeping the runs down. Oh, that's a bad...
That was an incredible shot there by Nikki Prasad. I think piercing through the covers and the extra cover region. The ball went like a bullet to the boundary, yielding 4 runs. And now it looks like we're going for the bonus point.
Nikki Prasad stepped out and converted that into a full toss and placed it nicely between cover and extra cover for a 4 run.
Absolutely, absolutely. She reads the ball. I think she's got that extra. She's got the extra second more than any other batsman. She picks it up beautifully. Falcon Ameya Sports just falls a little short, 2 runs short of the target, which would have seen them the bonus point. So at the end of 6 overs, Falcon Ameya Sports 40 for 1.
There will be a bowling change, and again one of the regular top performers for the Indian team, the Gaikwad, has been brought in. I still remember seeing her getting 5 for 14 in the World Cup 2000 match against New Zealand at Derbyshire. She was more or less unplayable in that match. I think the fielding team will expect her to probably do equally well. She has a good action, little deceptive flight. The ball dips in the air when she bowls. Now Krish Kamini is going to be facing her, who is also reasonably well experienced.
I think it's an extraordinary bowling change over here, getting Rajeshwari Gaikwad. She has an impeccable line and length that she bowls. Very, very experienced bowler. Doesn't give anything away to the batsman. She makes the batsman work really hard if they want to score against her. There you go. Tirush Kamini steps out, realizes the ball is not there, but connects it towards the deep fine leg. 2 runs.
I think Rajeshwari could guess that Krish Kamini may step out, so she bowled it a little short, but still Krish Kamini managed to turn it around the corner towards square leg for 2 runs.
Fantastic. That's extraordinary batting over there. She was on top of her game, realized the ball was not there, did what she had to. I think she's done that several times before in her international career as well. No exception here. Played a bit uppish on this occasion, but no harm done. There is no fielders there. Rakshita now anticipating that shot from Tirush Kamini. Brings herself in from the deep. We've got the right-hander Nikki Prasad on strike now.
I think Rajeshwari expects Krish Kamini to go for big shots, so she has all the fielders on the boundary line on the leg side. And there is no short mid-wicket, so Krish Kamini could play it casually for a single.
Absolutely. Now that they're not hunting for the bonus point, I guess they more or less want to settle down up to the 10th over, and then they can bring their artillery in for the next 10 overs. If Nikki Prasad and Tirush Kamini both successfully set themselves. As we talk of that, as we just speak about digging our heels, Nikki Prasad had other ideas. She stepped out to Rajeshwari Gaikwad, who was pretty canny, pulled the length back, made a fish for the ball, resulting in a stumping. Well, Pratyusha, who's behind the wickets, is not going to leave any chance to affect our stumping here. And fantastic, very well done.
I think it was a little disappointing to see Nikki Prasad, who played so well in the last match, to just jump out without even watching the ball or, more in a predetermined manner. And Rajeshwari, with a wealth of experience behind her, could see that she's going to step out and
where no breeze comes for you. In fact, if you'll go even more back, it's better. That's true. Now can you see, sir?
Yeah, that's okay, sir. Don't worry about it.
Can you see
I think much was expected of Nikki Prasad when she was unnecessarily thrown a wicket away, which brings Veda Krishnamurthy, captain of the team, into the crease.
Absolutely, Mr. Krishnaswamy. I think Veda's come down at the right time. She knows how to control the game. She did that. She was, in fact, controlling the game pretty well. And I think she comes with the same plan now. She plans to kind of control the game from here on. That was a fantastic ball. As we speak,
I think it's a big blow for the batting team, and Veda played forward to a well-pitched ball. The ball bounced much more than expected, and probably took the glove of Veda to be caught very well by the wicketkeeper, Pratyaksha.
I hope this is not the commentator's curse over here. Every time we speak about the batsmen trying to dig their heels and play a big innings, they tend to lose a wicket. So it's been sensational over here. That was, I think
It's a big body blow for the batting team.
Indeed.
Ameya scored that 2 wickets in 2 balls, that two main batsmen being out.
Very true.
Do a lot of things on his shoulders.
I think it was the extra bounce that did Veda Krishnamurthy. What do you think of that, Mr. Shri Kumar? I think it was the extra bounce that got her.
She also did not move her. She tried to play from the crease. And doing. I think touched her gloves and popped up. So inability to come up cost her very dearly. So she's back in the pavilion. Sheen Sports right on top in this game. 3 quick wickets. Gayatri Rodrigues dealing double blow to them, sending back 2 of the dangerous batters. So Sheen Sports certainly very well on top of this game here.
So we've got Simran Henry. Is that Mona Meshram comes in to replace Veda Krishnamurthy. And Simran Henry to continue with the bowling from the India Nippon end. Batsman. Mona Meshram. That was a fantastic strike over there by Tirush Kamini towards long on. Deepti Sharma was very quick to get into the line and stop the ball going to the boundary, resulting in a single.
Simran Henry from the India Nippon end, preparing to send down her next delivery. Forward defensive stroke, straight back to the bowler. Simran picks up on the follow through. No addition to the total. Of course, Ameya Sports in very precarious situation. Yeah, not much runs on the board, having lost 3 of their top order bats women over there, and this time a forward drive, the ball coming right up towards the mid-wicket region, straight to the fielder. No addition to the total.
Well, that was a fantastic attempt over there to work the ball onto the onside. But Simran's bowling a very good line here, keeping Meshram very busy. I think the fielding has been incredible from the Falcon Sheen Sports Club today, Mr. Shri Kumar.
Yes, Yogesh, certainly. They have had some very early success, and that's absolutely put their tails up. So they have been playing with a lot of enthusiasm and energy.
That was a fantastic push, more like a push than a drive towards long on. Steals a single very comfortably. She's asked for a change of her bat over here. What could be the reason? Maybe she wants to try and go into the air.
Could possibly be, but in the last stroke that she played, I think she did not connect well. So she perhaps wants the bat to be replaced.
Yep. Rajeshwari to continue.
2 wickets in the previous over.
It's 45 for 3 in 8 overs. Falcon Ameya Sports have already lost 3 wickets. Fantastic
Almost another
slash
one.
over there.
Yes.
They almost got another one, but Mona Meshram slashes outside off. I think it is Vrinda Dinesh over there in the slips. Just a little wide of Vrinda. Ball rushes on to the third man area for a boundary.
We are not getting a problem when he speaks. ನೀವು ತುಂಬ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಮೈಕ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡಿ.
All right.
She almost had another success, but that wasn't to be. Nevertheless, 4 runs coming to the batting team. This one tapped away into the covers, straight to the fielder. No run, back in the hands of Rajeshwari Gaikwad.
Yes, indeed. That was a very good comeback by Rajeshwari after getting hit for a boundary. It's a fantastic attempt over there to steal a single, but Simran gets right into the line of the ball, charging at the ball.
It would have been suicidal, Yogesh.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oops. It's a very good running over there. Mona Meshram has taken charge and is pushing Tirush Kamini, and that brings up the 50 runs for the Falcon Ameya Sports, who I think are trying to research their innings now.
$51 for 3 in 9 overs. Rate is about slightly less than 6 runs. And again, Mona Meshram has also represented India in few years back. Of course, of late she's not been in the team, but capable player to get some runs. I find Trish Kamini has gone into a shell of late, and she's not able to force the pace, and she's just getting singles or twos at the nose. Quite possibly she probably realizes that she has to play through the innings for the team to get here. chasing.
Drive fully managed straight back down the bowler. Picked up by the bowler herself. Cameron got no addition to the total.
Oh, another wicket.
Brilliant catch there, and the ball pitched, slightly short pitched. Kamini tried to pull it around towards the square leg. It went straight down to the fielder, who had to bend a little forward to pick it up. And he certainly got off a very, very good catch. So, Kamini walking back effectively to the pavilion. Ameya scored certainly in a very, very big spot of bother. Yes,
I think 51 for 4 in the 10th over is not a big total by itself, and all the main batsmen, the top batsmen who have played good level of cricket back in the pavilion, it's going to be a uphill task for them to put up a decent total to defend. We have to remember that the fielding time has very good batsmen in their ranks. Jemimah Rodrigues, who's hardly about 19-20, has been playing for India for a couple of years, and she is well known all over the world as an exciting player. Deepti being part of this. Niranjana, who can bat a bit. Other than the local players, I'm just talking about the outstation players. I think the fielding team also has a good batting lineup, capable of scoring big runs, and the way match has gone so far, unless they put up a score of at least 130, 140, it may be a no contest.
surely your assessment is absolutely spot on. In any case, we have to line up here.
Hello.
Four on the top. That is back. Sheen scored certainly. Joined himself out here. Bringing out some good catches. Restricting the scores. Doing some wonderful fielding. And
Um, The next batter is Anuja Patel, who again is an India international, who is a good off spinner and handy lower order batsman for the Indian team. Uh, Maybe she can also get a few runs, take the score along. I think a lot of responsibility on her shoulders at this point in time. She and Mona will have to play out of their hat to take the score to 130, 140 at least.
Simran again, the ball. Yes, it comes from the Indian opponent and pushed defensively forward down the track back to the bowler. Certainly things quieting down very much here. The ball of wickets in rapid succession. This time an attempt to go for a single, but rightly sent back there by strike. It's Ameya Patel as Mona has backed up for a single, which is not there at all. It would have been very, very risky. In any case, nothing happening, but the two of them very much in their previous. And this one pulled away towards the square leg region. The ball coming down and picked up there. Return to the man strike again. A single accruing to the total.
What I found is that
Need a lot more singles and twos, if not fours and sixes, to
What I find is that the field placing has been very good so far. I think Rakshita is getting a lot of help from the experienced Jemimah as well as Deepti Sharma, and they have the right people at the right place, saving force, and that's what has kept the scoreboard down also.
Very correctly. They just got a gift of an overthrow. Rajeshwari Gaikwad back in the attack from the Falcon end.
She'll be bowling a third over, and I think it'll do the batting team a lot of good to play her a little more carefully and not lose wickets to her.
She foxed the two top players into losing their wickets. And now let's see how much these two, Mona and Anuja, can do to tackle her. The left-handed bowler preparing to send down the first ball of the her third over. Here it comes, well pitched up to on the offside, tucked away towards the point region, but fielded nicely there, and returned back to the bowler. No runs, no addition to the total. Second ball of this over from the Falcon end, and a lovely shot over there, lofted, slightly over-pitch delivery, and Mona was into it, lunged into it, and hoisted it over the mid-off fielders there for 4 runs.
It was bowled a little wide, giving little wide, giving the freedom to free her arms, and she played it beautifully over extra cover for a 4 runs.
4 runs coming off that stroke. Lovely shot there. And another one cut away nicely, but straight to point. Fielded nicely there by
Deepti Sharma.
Deepti Sharma. Return back to the bowler. Here is one as Mona steps out to that delivery and hoists it over the long on vision to the long on boundary for 4 runs.
Good to see Mona playing some good shots. She played a beautiful lofted cover drive over extra cover a few balls back. Now she lofts one over straight over the bowler's head for 4 runs. It was well timed, well placed, and she's batting quite well and pushing the score along.
Looking aggressive as of now. There it is. This one she's just patted down to the cover region. A single coming off with the two of them crossing over nicely. 1 more run added to the total.
Little expensive over from Rajeshwari now. Maybe about 10 runs already in this over with a ball to go.
An attempt to switch it, and the ball takes the top edge, runs down towards the
Anuja Patel tries a reverse sweep, which she doesn't connect, and the ball takes the back of the bat and goes over the slip for 2 runs.
2 runs. She played that shot a little too early, Krishnaswamy.
Yeah, she did. Score is 64 for 4 in 11 overs.
$64 for 4 the total at the end of 11 overs.
Simran to continue from the other end. She'll be bowling to Mona Meshram, who has played a couple of good shots in the last over.
Simran from the Indian opponent. Making slight adjustments to the field. Here she comes up, shortish run up outside the off stump, and Mona goes forward, pushes it down towards the onside, picked up and fielded, returned back to the bowler. No run.
This is the fourth and final over for Simran. She has conceded about 15 runs in 3 overs so far.
14 runs in 3 overs so far. Another dot ball bowled there by Simran, pushed down towards the offside. The field closing in and ensuring that the batters don't cross over for a single. The third ball of this over, and this time Mona steps out and drives towards mid-on, but straight to the fielder.
I think the
Deepti
captain
Sharma again
Rakshita does a good job moving very swiftly to her left and prevents a single.
picks
from
it up,
being taken.
returns it. Simran again. Here she comes, past the umpire and bowls outside the leg stump, and this time has been swept away towards the fine leg region, fine leg boundary. A wide also called, and it's 4. No ball, I think. It's a no ball. So they also get a free hit here.
It was a no ball, and she pulled it short and allowed Mesa Moshram to have a very easy pull away for 4 runs. I think, as he said, as Mr. Srikumar said, a free hit will follow, giving another chance for Mona Maheshwaram to play a big shot.
The score achieving some respectability now, Krishnaswamy, with some free hitting by this pair. And yes, there she comes and has a go at it, and that's the Falcon maximum.
I think, as expected, she had a go of the free hit and connected well and hit it very well over mid-on for a Falcon maximum.
6, so 6 more to the total. 5 of that previous delivery, 6 now. So this over certainly proving to be a bit of a costly affair as far as Simran is concerned. Her last over.
It is 75-4 at the 12th over now.
And this has also been driven, but Mona not absolutely getting hold of that drive, and the ball travels straight to mid-off, picked up and returned back to the bowler. Chop down towards the third man region. But no runs coming off it. Nicely stopped over there.
Played to the right of Jemimah, who moves swiftly, but there was enough time for them to take a single and cross over. 76 for 4 in 12 overs. Rate is picking up. It's about 6.25 runs an over. 6.33 runs an over to be exact. Deepti has bowled 2 overs. Niranjana has bowled.
Looks like there's a
2.
bowling change here.
Deepti 3, Niranjana 2, Rajeshwari 3, and Simran has completed a quota of 4 overs.
Looks like there's a bowling change at the Falcon end.
Captain Rakshita Krishnappa has come on to bowl, she being the 5th bowler in the pack.
And that's out. Yes.
Mona has been playing so well and playing some very good shots. Goes for a full of a ball pitched very short, but she plays it straight to the fielder, plays next, to the right of square leg umpire, and this has been the story of the innings so far.
So
that
far.
people play a couple of good shots. When they're showing promise, they get out. This has
Absolutely.
been the
The
story
bowling
so
change
far.
has certainly been very fruitful for them. Rakshita managing to break this partnership, which was assuming some sort of proportions for the team. Nevertheless, that shot straight to the fielder, picked up well there by and another wicket. 76 for 5 now at the moment. We're
Oh,
in the
wow.
13th over of innings.
76 for 5. That's fantastic. At the end of the 12th over, the beginning of the 13th over, and we've got 76 for 5. But that brings the dangerous Akanksha Kohli on strike, Mr. Sri Kumar.
Let's see how she shapes up to Rakshita. She's got a wicket at the very first ball that she bowled from the Falcon end.
Fantastic. Rakshita is known to bowl her military medium pace. She kind of just floats the ball into the right areas. Doesn't try too hard. Yeah. Not like Niranjana, who hits the deck hard. Fantastic. I know. Do you know yesterday your team got 8 wickets from that end? Only from one end you guys have picked up 8 wickets.
Akanksha trying to play that forward, misses completely. And this time she does better. Connects well, drives it right down towards mid-off, but straight to the fielder.
Mr. Sri Kumar, she is more or less a mystery medium pacer.
I see.
You know,
Okay.
she bowls into the right areas. Because of the lack of pace, the batters find it very difficult to get her away.
But this time they do. The
Oh,
ball
well-
taking the thick outer edge of the bat,
Well,
and
you can't really set a field for thick edges, can you?
that's right. So in any case, 4 more runs to the total.
Wow. I think Mona was doing a lot of damage over there.
Surely.
And now the good work is continued by Akanksha.
Nicely fielded on the follow through by the bowler. She goes down, dives to the right and stops the ball. There was a backup fielder, no doubt. Possibly a single or two could have come, but Rakshita preventing even that. Here she comes and bowls, and Akanksha going for the shot again, but once again a lovely bit of fielding there at mid-off.
I think Mr. Shivkumar, they're not allowing anything to get past them. That was Deepti Sharma on that occasion.
Absolutely.
She kind of flew into the air, gliding down on the turf. Looked so beautiful. Intercepting that ball, not allowing the batters the easy runs, making them work very hard for every run.
80 for 5 at the end of 13 overs. 7 more to go. You think they do have much more batting to come, Yogesh?
Well, this pair needs to be here at least till the 17th or the 18th over and try to take them at least to about 120. Once they are at 120, I think it doesn't really matter who's going to come in next, because with 12 balls to 18 balls to spare, they are going to throw their bat at everything. So the first ideal plan would be, the first task would be to get the team to 120, which looks like Anuja brings in that scoop, and fantastic. Now it's restricted to 2 runs, I guess.
2 runs.
2 runs taken here.
Bowler.
Bowler's name is Jemimah Rodrigues. Jemimah Rodrigues from the Indian opponent. Jemimah is from the board of 20 long spinners. Fantastic ball. Slightly overpitched. Anuja taking the advantage of the overpitch delivery. Sends it to the mid-on fielder for a single.
Akanksha now taking guard and preparing to face the next delivery from Jemimah from the India Nippon end. Surveying the field. And let's see how she plans to tackle her. Here it comes. Well fighted delivery and picked up, and that's she out. Straight down towards the
Careful pitch delivery. Akanksha Kohli tries to go over extra cover, but finds Deepti Sharma waiting right over there. Sorry, it was my apologies. The catch was taken by Vrinda Dinesh, who claimed the catch. Fantastic catch, very safe pair of hands. Vrinda has done that on a few occasions, not a few, maybe many occasions for Karnataka women's. So that brings in Shreyanka Patil to the crease. Shreyanka is an off spinner. Mr. Srihari, she's represented Karnataka in different age groups, from under 16, under 19, under 23. I'm not sure if she's played a game for the senior women yet. I'll have to check the records on that. But she would be a handy batter as well. She can swing the bat for a few runs here and there. But now it all depends totally on how Anuja Patil takes this game forward, because she is the experienced batswoman here, and how she gives the cushion approach to Shreyanka Patil, allowing her to settle down. What do you think of that, Mr. Srihari? I think Anuja will have to stay here and carry her bat.
Absolutely. A lot of responsibility on her shoulders. Here she comes, steps out to that delivery, converts it into a full toss and drives it straight down towards the mid-on region. Fielded there and returned back to Jemimah. There she is. Comes in and bowls. Well flattered delivery outside the off stump and forward defensive stroke there by Anuja. Pushes it down the track. That's the end of the over.
At the end of the 14th over, Falcon Ameya Sports have registered 84 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. We've got Anuja Patil and Shreyanka Patil. So both the Patils are at the crease. So let's see what the Patil square score going forward. But I think there's one Patil who's from Maharashtra over there, and the other Patil is from Karnataka. The shake hands over the border. And as we see the Patils get together, trying to get Ameya Sports to a competitive total.
That's carried. The ball just
Little
not
shot of Jemimah over here.
slightly short of Jemimah.
Cover drive. A little lands a yard ahead of Jemimah. Shreyanka coming up with a chip over mid-on. There's no mid-on in place, so she decided to chip the ball over and claims a single, comfortably taken. Anuja Patil brings in a cross-batted shot over there, trying to target the area over mid-wicket. The ball goes high up in the air but lands into a safe area. In the meanwhile, the batters pick up 2.
Ambitious shot there. Ball
A
taken
very good
outside
call
edge.
by Shreyanka. Steals a single. Niranjan are not lucky today from this end. Huh?
Here comes Rakshita and lofted shot again, and that's out. Tried
Shreyanka,
to flick it past the legs.
what do you
Ball-
say, Mr. Shriyari? I think she was trying for a ramp shot over there. The improvisation, trying to target the area around the fine leg.
Fine
She was
leg
trying to
which-
glide it,
Yes,
but took the top edge.
the
Who
wicket
does,
keeper.
I think that I can see it's Pranavi who's coming into bat. Pranavi from Hyderabad, one of the interstate players of Ameya Sports, the Falcon Ameya Sports. So the Ameya Sports losing the 7th wicket at the score of 88 from 14.5 overs. Pranavi C, yeah? Chandra. Yeah, only one now, but today.
T20 means what else you expect with the concrete wicket?
Hey, but yesterday was awesome. Man. You are unplayable, huh, yesterday.
Driven down well. The two of them cross over for a very, very easy single. That's the end of the 15th over.
That's at the end of 15 overs. Falcon Ameya Sports is 89 for the loss of 7 wickets. We've got Anuja Patil, who's at who retains the strike, and Pranavi Chandra, who's faced only one ball so far. For 7 ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 89 ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ
Anuja taking strike, steps out of a crease and slams it but straight to mid-off. Fielded and returned to Jemimah. 89 for 7 after 15 overs, 16th over in progress. well fighted outside the off stump, and again Anuja steps out of a crease and drives, but can't beat the offside field. Straight to mid-off there. Lofted this time and past the square leg fielder.
Fantastic shot over there. More of a slog sweep, or a hoist over the mid wicket, and she covered a lot of distance. She covered a lot of distance with that shot. I think the ball just fell short of the ropes, almost sailing over the ropes over there, and Anuja Patil adds another 4 runs to her tally. I think this is what is required of her now. She had actually found the gap very convincingly, right in between the two fielders. So and there is a stoppage in play over here due to the ball going out of the ground. There you go, the ball's recovered now.
How much you think they could add to this total from here, Yogesh?
It will be very ambitious if they are going to target 130 from here now. I would say with the way they are progressing currently, 120.
A single there.
I would say 120 to 125 from here on.
You think it will be a fighting target?
Well, the Sheen Sports have a very good batting lineup. It will be yesterday they have scored 127 against the Kinney Sports, which won the match today, restricting the other team. So I reckon it would be about anything between 120 to 125 if Anuja Patil survives and carries their bat, throughout this innings.
This time again she steps out, pushes down towards the mid-wicket region, single again.
Jemimah is bowling the kind of length which is allowing her to step out at ease.
16 overs gone, 4 more to go.
96 and 16. At the end of the 16th over, the Falcon Ameya Sports are 96 for the loss of 7 wickets. We've got Anuja Patil and Pranavi Chandra at the crease, and the bowling it's going to be Rakshita Krishnappa, I guess it looks like, with her gentle military medium pace coming on from the Falcon end.
And she's out. A superb delivery on the middle and leg, and Anuja goes for a mighty swipe there.
I think
Fails
she's
to
just
make
played across. What do you think
contact
of
and
Mr. Srihari? I think she kind of played across, across the line of the ball, allowing the ball to get onto the wicket. But well, in the last 4 overs, you can't really hold that against her. She had to find a way to get the runs, which were not coming in easy. So It's been an incredible bowling there by Rakshita Krishnappa.
This is the second time she's getting a wicket at the first of the very first
Ball
ball.
of the delivery. That brings Sahana Pawar to the crease. Sahana is an accomplished left-arm orthodox bowler who represents the Karnataka women's state team. I think she also plays into the senior women's. She's a very handy bowler, and she can clear the ropes if required. She can use the long handle, as long as the ball lands into her area. She takes a clean swipe at it, and I believe her team expects her to do that now. Let's see how much success she finds.
Slightly uppish push, but no fielder close to the wicket. No damage done, no addition to the total as well. 96 for 8.
You don't require that here, your voice is enough.
We are into the 17th over of the innings. And there's a better shot there.
Fantastic. I think Sahana has faced Rakshita Krishnappa on several occasions because they both play for the state team. So there'll be several times that she's faced her in the net. And she knows, in fact, Rakshita is the captain of the Karnataka state women's team, the senior women's team. So Sahana plays alongside her in the team. She very well knows, what Rakshita does. It's been referred to the third umpire here.
Appeal for a stumping again.
So the third umpire has been requested. What is the soft signal? The soft signal is out.
She stretched out to the pitch of that delivery, but couldn't make contact, and
It's referred to the third
the
umpire.
balls were off in a flash.
Third umpire is referring to the side view.
Could be a very, very close
now.
call. All eyes on the third umpire.
Well, from this view, it looks like she got her feet on the ground at the right time. There was fantastic glove work over there by Pratyusha Kumar. It was a very close call, but Pranavi managed to get her toe at the right time inside the crease. Fantastic coordination over there between Rakshita and Pratyusha.
I think Rakshita is doing the start turn for that bowling team, having taken 3 wickets already.
So
The minute I said it, she bowled a full toss, which allowed the batsman to get a 4.
I think it's the commentator's curse again, Mr. Krishnaswamy.
Yeah.
Whenever we have a chat about the batsman performing well, they tend to lose a wicket.
3 overs to go and not too many wickets left.
It's a fantastic swipe at the ball there. You can see that in the replay. Beautiful shot, ball going across the boundary.
I think
4 runs for the team.
Rajeshwari is going to bowl a final 4th over. Eight, 18, 17.
At the end of 17th over, Falcon Ameya Sports is 101 for the loss of 8 wickets.
8 or 7?
Rajeshwari Gaikwad to bowl from the Nippon India end to Sahana Pawar. Sahana trying to target the area between square leg and fine leg. She's taken a note that there's no fielder. Now a field change. Rakshita brings herself into the short square leg region. Fantastic. That was a good move by Rakshita to bring herself on there. What do you think of that fielding change, Mr. Krishnaswamy?
Yeah, I think they have known each other. She probably knows where Sahana will play. So she put herself there and Sahana played straight to her.
Absolutely.
I think Sahana is trying her luck a little too much. Trying to play behind the wicket all the time. Not
Yes.
connecting at all.
Yes, I think she can utilize the area around the between mid wicket and short square leg. There's a huge gap there, which I don't think she's noticed. Because there's only Jemimah Rodrigues at the end over there at the deep mid wicket region. But there's a huge gap over here, which can be exploited. She's trying the same shot again.
It looks like
And
all
the
the
same
six
result.
balls she'll be trying a similar shot.
Yes, let's not forget that Sahana Pawar is also a left arm orthodox and she's facing another left arm orthodox. So I think she's just trying to read herself in Rajeshwari over here. Oops.
Five continuous swipes and five
Dot
continuous
balls,
misses.
yes. This is this is going to be very expensive for Falcon Ameya Sports. I think she should be rotating the strike over here if she's not able to swing the bat through the line. Fantastic maiden over bowl. Bowling a maiden over at this stage of the match is like gold.
18th of the 20 overs.
Absolutely, it's like finding 1 kg of gold right now. What a ball.
I
Of,
think
end of the 19th over.
18th over.
Sorry, I apologize. At the end of the 18th over, it's 10148. Falcon Ameya Sports.
Rakshita is going to continue to roll her golden arm over.
Absolutely, why not? She's been doing extremely well. And as Mr. Shriyari says, she always has managed to get a wicket on the first ball that she's bowled. So, it's a very tight line there and a good length. Pranavi going on to her back foot, trying to punch the ball, but can't get past Jemimah. Trying to drive the ball on front foot on this occasion. A little flighted, a little bit in the air, falling short of Jemimah. A very ambitious cross-batted shot there, trying to target the area around mid-wicket. Doesn't get into the line.
Both the batters are struggling to play the ball behind the square to get any runs.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think
Oh, it's going to be a run out.
fantastic. So I think it's Sahana who's going to take the long walk back.
I think she ran without watching the see whether the
Absolutely.
striker is running or not. Our partner
Yes.
never even tried to run, and
Absolutely. So I think that brings the keeper, Netravati, is it? Yes, it looks like it's Netravati who is coming down to the crease now. I think it's a very good strategy employed by the Falcon Sheen sports team over here. They've totally cut off the pace and they are trying to make the batters, the tail enders, work very hard. They're not giving them even an inch, to play with, and they're pushing them to use their own strength, trying to enforce an error. I think it's a very smart tactics over there. What do you think of that, Mr. Krishnaswamy?
I think so too. I think they are not giving them too many drivable balls or too many balls where they can hit. And another thing which I have to say is that Sheen Sports fielding has been exceptionally good, and the field placing has also been very good. Rakshita has the advantage of getting some advice from experienced players like Deepthi and Jemimah and probably Niranjana. So the fielding as well as field placing has been good. That has made things more difficult for the batting team.
Fantastic, yes, very true. And employing the services of Rajeshwari Gaikwad from one end and Rakshita herself coming from one end is like there's absolutely no pace to play with, at this point of time. The 19th over, the score is 102 for 9. That's Ameya, the Falcon Ameya Sports, registering 102 runs for the loss of 9 wickets at the end of the 19th over. So there's 6 more balls, and myself and my co-commentator Mr. Shri Kumar had a discussion about 4 overs ago, and we were expecting that if Anuja Patil would have stayed at the crease, they would have managed to go to about 130, which now even 110 looks like an unachievable task for these batters.
Story of the innings has been that somebody plays a few good shots and we expect that they will take the score along, but immediately they get out. That has been the story of the whole innings.
Yes, I think that's a lack of having,
That bold.
good partnership. They did not have a good partnership going throughout the innings, and that brings the first innings to a closure by the wicket of Pranavi Chandra, bowled by Deepthi Sharma. So a fantastic effort over there by the Falcon Sheen Sports Club on
102 is
enforcing
not
a
really a
not out.
challenge. 102 is not really a challenging score for the batting team,
Absolutely.
given that Deepthi, Jemimah, Rakshita and few others in the team, Niranjana can bat, and
Yes.
I think it's a much below par total.
Absolutely. 102 is just over 5 runs and over. But the Sheen Sports have to come out and with a total plan, not try to go for the big fireworks or try, to go hard at the ball initially. And I'm sure they'll get through the match successfully if they hold their composure, and bat with a good game plan.
I would understand that Veda was out for the first ball even before she could settle down. But the other experienced batsmen in the team, batters in the team, they just got themselves into some position of scoring and they got out at the wrong time. Each one of them. They just, starting from top
Absolutely.
to bottom, every one of them got out at the wrong time. And I think that when that kind of thing happens, I don't think the team can recover and post a good total.
Thank you very much to all our online viewers who've stayed with us throughout the telecast of the 50th year celebration of the Falcon Sports Club Nippon India Cup. The second game on the second day. We have just finished with the first innings, and there'll be a 10-minute break, and we'll pick up the telecast and the live commentary again from the first ball to be bowled of the second innings of the second match. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to the second innings of the second match between the Falcon Sheen Sports and Falcon Ameya Sports. The Falcon Sheen Sports are chasing a score of 103 and in 20 overs. So we've got Jemimah Rodrigues and Dinesh to open the innings for the Falcon Sheen Sports. We've got Anuja Patil to bowl the first over from the Falcon end. Fantastic shot over there by Jemimah. Getting into a very good position over there and placing the ball between the slip and the gully area. She's taken a note that there's no third man in place. Helps herself to a boundary. Very good start here. Absolutely.
Slip and cover point.
Very good late cut to watch, yes. Using the pace of Anuja Patil there. Fantastic forward defense over there. A very sensible batting over there by Jemimah. She's got 4 runs of the first ball and is just playing very sensibly, letting go of the ball which is not required.
She has a wealth of experience which she can use, and all she needs to do is be there, and she's such an aggressive player that she can easily get the...
Absolutely, Mr. Krishnaswamy. Yet again, another slice. More of a slice than a glide this time. A little bit aerial, but drops short of Shreyanka Patil, who was at the gully, or you can say short third man area. Fantastic pick up and throw over there by Veda Krishnamurthy. The Dinesh sent to one square of the wicket with a horizontal bat shot.
I think she played it well to the left of Veda, which
Absolutely,
helped
and
them to run, take a comfortable single.
yes,
Even though Veda picked up well and threw, they were
Right.
safely home.
Veda was very quick onto her feet, collected the ball pretty well.
Beautiful drive, powerfully driven. She got to the pitch of the ball by stepping out, but goes straight to the mid-off fielder.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There's no chance of any run.
Yes, very nicely steps out.
One more depth shot.
Fantastic shot over there.
Little bit of misfield there, which
Another dead
Hello.
touch. She's playing that shot with so much elegance over there. Doesn't try to hit it too hard. She knows that she just needs to get the ball into the face of the bat. Lights it.
No. No, sono mai volante il non stai niente. Non ta sai hit.
Of Shreyanka Patil there. And helps herself for a boundary. How easily have they got 10 runs in this over? without taking any risk, hardly any risk taken. What do you say, Mr. Sri Kumar?
Surely, Yogesh, very good start by Ameya Sports. Not much of a huge target psychologically. They are certainly very, very well off, well placed. In fact, because once you know the target is very big, you have pressure on your mind in your game and everything. But now that this 103 to get in 20 overs, certainly for any team is not a very big a target. So, and they're off in chase of that very effectively. 10 overs, 10 runs coming out that very first over.
They got it's 11 and spin from
11.
both ends, as you rightly said. With a low total, the only chance for the fielding team is to get wickets. That's exactly what they're trying to do.
Quickly.
Yeah.
I think they are trying to cut off the pace. Batsman is Vrinda Dinesh. Bowler is Sahana Power.
Sana again from the Indian opponent, and Brinda goes for a mighty shot over there. Back to the bowler. The bowler's back drive, but Sana feeling very well. Looking in a bit of pain over there. Nevertheless, she stopped that ball very well. Nothing wrong with her as she gets ready to send down the next delivery.
I think it was a return catch which should have been
Possibility
taken.
of a
Yeah.
catch should have been there. This one turned away on the leg side, but straight to the fielder.
With a score of 102, unless you take catches like this, there's no possibility of restricting them or getting them out.
Absolutely, Mr. Krishnaswamy. I think that catch should have been taken. They're not defending a very large total here, so they have to take up every opportunity that comes their way. And Sahana normally is very good, fielding of her own bowling. But well, this is cricket, and Vrinda's looking very good over here. Fantastic shot to the right of Anuja Patel. Helps herself to a boundary.
I think she waited and played nicely between both the fielders. She played between short fine like Anuja Patel and slightly square Trish Kamini. She bisected both of them and it went for a 4.
Surely looking good over there. Brinda Dinesh as she faces Sahana once again. Turn towards mid wicket, straight to the fielder. A very sharp chance given there by Brinda Dinesh earlier on in the very first ball of this over. Comes forward towards, smothers the pace, plays it with the turn towards the short fine region. End of the over.
It was a good over by Sahana, but if she had taken the return catch, it would have even been a much better over than what it turned out to be. Just 4 runs compared with 11 given in the first over. She has just put the pressure on. Maybe batters will have to take a little bit of chance on the other end.
Surely, Krishnaswamy. And let's see what Jemimah has on offer.
Bowler Anuja Patil. To continue.
Anuja, the third over of the innings. Setting her field. Here she comes from the Falcon end. Well pitched up to the batsman. Jemimah goes forward and drives, and they scamper across for a single. Veda getting down to it, but the ball ricocheting off her foot, I think, and running away. A bit of a par in that stroke. A single, nevertheless. Attempt to square drive, but Nikki Prasad, the fielder.
Both the batsmen look very comfortable. I mean, they are middling the ball well, and they are able to play their shots quite comfortably.
Absolutely, they're getting into a very good shape before. Look at that very good push to the onside, and the first run was run very quickly, allowing them to explore the option of the second run. Both the batters are very quick between the wickets. I think Ameya needs to step up their game with fielding. A lot of misfails, and they are allowing easy runs to these two batters. There you go, she's called for two, but they settle down for a single.
It was a good stroke played by Jemimah. She goes on the back foot and punches it to
Absolutely,
Falcon for a
fantastic
good
punch
looking
there.
single.
Very
Ball
true.
hitting the middle of the bat, that small body.
Yes, indeed. And she's equally complimented by Vrinda Dinesh, who is also a very good stroke maker, and seizing onto these opportunities. They are not working out of their skin over here. They're just doing what is required, and hence have been rewarded, with the runs that they've got on the board.
I think the scoring rate required is hardly 5 runs, and they don't need to put any kind of pressure on themselves to score faster or anything. So all they need to do is play normally. Runs, if they decide to play 20 full overs, then runs will automatically come.
Absolutely. So coming down to the end of 3 overs, Falcon Sheen Sports is 18 for no loss. I repeat, at the end of 3 overs, Falcon Sheen Sports is 18 for no loss, and comfortably cruising. As long as Krishna Swamy sir rightly said, if they play the entire 20 overs, they'll certainly see themselves over the line. And as the calculation goes, they require 5 runs an over, but they already scored 6 runs an over without losing a wicket, which is incredible. So we've got Sahana Pawar to bowl her second over. She continues to bowl from the India Nippon end, and Jemimah to face her. It's a fantastic defense there. A very good defense. She's got a fantastic balance, Jemimah, when she comes forward.
She just plays the ball, turning the corner and play to short square leg, and before Anuja Patel can come in, they take a quick single. I think
Absolutely. She uses the pace of the bowler very well, gets into a very good position, doesn't try to hit it too hard, just lets the ball slide off the surface of the bat with soft hands. That's more important. A very ambitious appeal over there. The ball. Let us look at the replay. Fantastic bowling over here. Very good strike there. Replay. That was a very ambitious appeal. The ball before this. Sahana bowled an incredible Back straight to mid-off.
Saina has been bowling good line and length, keeping the batsman quiet, not allowing them to take too many liberties of her. I think she's forcing them to play straight to the fielder. The field is also reasonably well set.
Absolutely. An amazing, immaculate bowling over there. Very tidy with the line and length. Doesn't give much to the batsman to work with. So we've got at the end of the fourth over, the Falcon Sheen Sports Club is 19 for no loss. At the end of fourth over. So let's see if they enforce a bowling change. Yes, indeed. I think it looks like we are going to have Shreyanka Patil bowl from the Falcon end. Shreyanka Patil, who's a prominent player in the Karnataka circles through different age groups. And she will be bowling to Jemimah Rodrigues, who looks very well settled. She looks at ease.
Shreyanka Patil from the Falcon end. Right arm over, comes in and bowls and turned away towards the vacant square leg region. The two of them chasing, but they can't get to it, and the ball goes over the line for 4 runs.
I think she was a touch short on that occasion, Mr. Srikumar.
Absolutely.
A touch shot and the ball turning into Jemimah. Jemimah is not going to spare that kind of gift.
The yawning gap also there.
Absolutely. She split the fielders very well, finding her way to the boundary. Adds another 4 runs to the tally of a team.
Here comes Shreyanka again. And once again turned towards the onside, but this time straight to the fielder. No possibility of a run there.
Very good work over there by Jemimah. She saw Tirush Kamini charging onto the ball from short mid wicket and didn't want to take the risk.
Pushing it into the vacant region again. They go for one.
Fantastic,
Charge
fantastic
for
running.
the second. Yeah,
That's a
both of them are
fantastic
forward
running
right.
between the wickets there.
Well taken, 2 runs there.
Jemimah had already decided the moment she hit the ball, she knew that she wanted to go for the
2
second
runs.
run.
Absolutely.
And she made Vrunda run hard for it. So that's what I think the domestic player needs to learn from the experience of these international players.
Very much. Shreyanka again, and once
It's
again
not just about playing the big shots, but it is about bisecting the fields and making the fielders run hard.
Shreyanka again from the Falcon end. Jemimah not yet settled, doing some gardening over there. There she is, prepares to take strike, and here comes Shreyanka. And this has been lofted over mid-on for a huge 6. A superb shot there from Jemimah, who comes up to the pitch of that run, takes it on the bounce and then slams it over for 6 runs. Superb shot there from Jemimah. Yes, Yogesh.
It's a fantastic shot over there by Jemimah. Can't take anything away from her on that shot. She read the ball so well, and the ball just disappears. There's no chance for any fielder over there.
And this time a defensive forward
Very
push.
sensible play after that. And they, at the end of the 5th over, the Falcon Sheen Sports Club is 31 for no loss, with Jemimah and Vrunda Dinesh on strike. Jemimah is 24 of 15 deliveries, and Vrinda is 6 of 15 deliveries. Fantastic effort. Both the batsmen well set now.
Both playing a very, very cool and calculated game there. Sahana Pawar once again from the Indian opponent comes in and bowls. Pushes it down on the onside. Sahana does the fielding herself. No chance of a single. Jemimah wants it, but sent back by Bunda, and no addition to the total. Sahana again, slightly over pitched and driven straight to mid off there. Cut away nicely. No chance of a run there again. Both of them playing almost every delivery on its merits, not taking undue risks, but not wasting an opportunity to punish the loose deliveries. And here, this has been flicked away towards the fine leg region, and only a single. There's a player from deep comes in and picks up, shoves it into the wicket keeper. That brings Jemimah again to face Sahana, operating from the Indian opponent. Jemimah in no hurry at all. Very composed defensive bat presented over there.
As Sahana continues with her third over, Jemimah is playing very sensibly out there.
And this time she just lunges into it and dispatches it to the mid-wicket boundary for 4 runs. A brilliant shot there.
It's a fantastic shot there, fantastic shot.
So Jemimah keeping up the scoring rate without taking undue risks. Backed up very nicely there by Bridha Dinesh on the other end.
Absolutely.
Two of them certainly getting themselves into a very strong position
Very well played here by Jemimah.
for victory. Jemimah had scored 53 runs yesterday.
At the end of 6 overs, it is 36 for no loss. Falcon Sheen Sports Club batting very sensibly.
Jemimah scoring 53 yesterday. 44 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes. Sheen Sports defeating Kenny Sports RR by 22 runs in their first match, and now in pursuit of their second victory in the tournament.
It's Tirush Kamini from the Falcon end, bowling leg spin. Fantastic batting over there. Jemimah holding on to the strike now. Facing the second ball of Tirush Kamini is over. Not much of pace in this bowling, so I guess the ball is coming not coming onto the bat that easily. Jemimah's trying to read what's on offer here. Stealing a single. Fantastic.
Very well judged run taken there by the two of them.
Absolutely. Very good throw. Very good fielding by Anuja over there, but the batters are very quick. They look like they have a very good coordination between them. That was a very quick single on offer, which was taken by both the batters.
This time the ball coming in from outside the leg stump. Brinda failing to connect. Again, Piyush Kamini giving that delivery a lot of air, and Brinda managed to get hold of it. Clips it down the leg side.
Fantastic sweep shot over there, going with the horizontal bat towards the square leg area, the deep square leg, and picks up a single.
Jemimah getting to the pitch of the delivery and just turning it around towards fine leg. End of the over there.
Both the batsmen look, both the batters look in so much control over there. They're just milking the runs out of this field set over here. They exactly know when to change the gear, and they exactly know, when to stand down and go in for a single. A very good coordination over here between both the batters.
Nice on drive there by Jemimah.
Well, Nikki Prasad is bowling the the 8th over of the match of this innings from the India Nippon end, and Jemimah negotiates a single on the first ball. Nikki Prasad is a very handy bowler, and she's not a regular spinner, but she her services are used on a part-time basis. She's a very good batting all-rounder.
Driven straight down towards the mid-wicket region. Single. Cut away nicely there all the way for 4 runs.
It's a fantastic shot there by Jemimah. Splits the field in between the point and the covers region. A beautiful square cut.
It was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat.
Absolutely, she didn't bother running for that. And why would you? You just got to save your legs.
Slight adjustments in her pad over there. Jemimah showing to be in great form at the moment. 53 in the first match. Batted down on the onside for a single.
Mr. Srikumar, the best thing about this innings is that both the batters are not trying too hard at all.
Absolutely.
You know, they're just playing to their own strengths, not trying to do anything out of the world. And I think Ameya has got to put up their game now. You know, they've got to tighten the screws. There are a lot of gaps on offer, and both the batswomen are milking those gaps very comfortably, running singles at will and making it very difficult for the bowler to settle into a certain line and length what they desire.
48 for no loss at the end of 8 overs. Pretty good going, chasing 103. The two of them very well settled, playing everything on merits, not taking any undue risks, running the singles and the twos with ease. Wide call there. That delivery from Piyush Kamini. One more to the total. Getting to the 50 mark. This time outside the leg stump. Attempt there by Brinda to sweep it around, but doesn't make contact. Again outside the off stump. Pitching a little short, and this time Brinda manages to push it down to the fine leg region. A single. Bringing Jemimah Rodrigues on strike. Once again she pats it into the cover region, but as Veda Krishnamurthy picks it up and has a shy at the non-strikers end, Jemimah safely home. She started off very quickly for that single, and there was no way Veda could do anything to prevent that run. Next one from Piyush Kamini, again a wide call, wide outside the off stump, and Brinda having nothing to do with it. The umpire calling it wide. Another one there, a similar delivery, a similar call. So three wides in this over.
What I fail to understand over here, Mr. Srikumar, is when you've got the services of Akanksha Kohli, who's not bowled a single over yet, they are getting Tirush Kamini to bowl at this stage when they've not even lost a single wicket. Do you think that's the right tactics?
A bit surprising, Yogesh. Absolutely. They should have had at
I
least
think
one
a regular
change.
bowler will do more justice at this point of time.
Absolutely. Why not?
Yes. And maybe they should employ the services of Tirush Kamini when there's a loss of a wicket. Maybe, you know, they can explore that option at that time. Unless they want to, there is a mystery spinner in her which can, you know, keep the batsman guessing. But what I see is she's bowling regular leg spin over here.
Especially when two of them are so well settled. You certainly need a regular bowler in operation.
Absolutely.
There it is. Tucked away towards the extra cover region. Picked up and thrown in there by Pranavi, just in front of the commentary
Runs in
position.
from the extra cover area, deep extra cover, and covers a good distance to limit them to a single.
Total ಎಷ್ಟು total?
55.
55 for no loss in 9 overs. 55 for no loss.
55 for no loss at the end of 9 overs. absolutely fantastic going as far as Sheen Sports, Falcon Sheen Sports are concerned. 103 to get. They are well past the halfway mark without losing a single wicket. That should keep them in good stead all along as they progress in these innings. Turned away towards square leg, and another very, very quick single there as Brinda responds in the fastest possible manner.
Well, it's so good to watch Jemimah run that run because she's running to the gather and throw of one of the best fielders in India today, Veda Krishnamurthy, and taking a risk against her throw. It's quite something. So who do we have here? I think it's Mona Meshram who's bowling from the Nippon India end.
Unhurried cricket on display here.
Very sensible cricket also on display here.
Totally effective nevertheless. Turned away towards the square leg region. Veda stops it.
Absolutely.
Jemimah wants a run.
I think there was a run there. I very much think there was a run there. We had Jemimah almost at the center of the wicket and willing to shake hands with Vrinda, but Vrinda says no, sends her back. Maybe Vrinda had not taken a start and maybe she's done the right thing. Maybe she's done the right thing there by sending her away.
This one tucked away towards the vacant
Fantastic running between the wickets here.
mid-wicket
Both the
region.
batters are in so much control and they're exploring their options of getting the singles in these wide gaps which are made available to them by the Falcon Ameya sports team. And we've got Mr. Krishnaswamy joining us again into the commentary box.
Little surprising that Maya Sports keeps bowling the non-regular bowlers. I've not seen much of Mona Meshram's bowling, nor have I seen Trishkamani bowling much. I think for whatever it's worth, they need to try and get a few wickets and put pressure on the batting side a little bit. Otherwise, things are being made so easy for the batting team that they'll just play like this and score the runs with a couple of overs to spare.
Absolutely,
58 for no
Krishnaswamy
loss.
sir. At the, I wonder, and unless there is an injury which is to Akanksha Kohli, I fail to understand why a regular bowler of her capacity is still unused, unless there is a very strong strategy in the last 6 or 10 overs what they are trying to employ. I fail to understand this tactics. What do you have to say about this, Mr. Sri Kumar?
Yeah, as we were discussing this earlier also, the only possibility of her not coming into attack could be some niggle which has prevented the captain from using her. But as two very well settled batters out in the middle, I think a regular bowler should have been employed already.
To my mind, if Akanksha Kohli had any niggle, she may not be fielding also. That's one side. But as Yogesh has been saying for a long time, maybe the tactics is to take the pace of the ball, so they keep bowling spinners so that they cannot be hit. Whichever way it is, I think things are being made too easy for the batting team.
For the batting. Absolutely. 58 for no loss at the end of 10 overs. very, very comfortably placed are the Falcon Sheen Sports in this match in pursuit of their second victory. They won their first game yesterday with Jemimah scoring 53 splendid runs, and now she's there at the wicket looking good for another 50 plus score here. Her opening partner Bunda also doing very well, playing the strokes, taking the singles, responding well to sharp calls, and all the time the two of them have ensured that the score board keeps ticking. Once again it is Piyush on to Jemimah from the Falcon end. Yes, Krishnaswamy.
It's again Trish Kamini bowling to Jemimah, and unless the fielding team, the bowlers, make the batsmen to do something different from what they're used to, they are not going to make a dent. I think this team will carry the score along to and cross it with no wickets to spare. So there has to be some effort for them to make the batsmen do something different. I don't see that happening.
You're very right, Krishnaswamy. An attempted sweep, the ball turning from outside the leg and middle. Brinda completely failing to connect. And this one converted into a full toss and driven straight back to the bowler. Fielded on the follow through by Piyush herself. 58 for no loss is the total. The 11th over of the innings in progress right now. The opening pair slowly but surely cruising up to the target of 103.
All they need to do is take 3 or 4 singles in an over, and that will see them through the target. And it's beautiful shot played by Jemimah. She didn't try to hit the ball hard. She just placed it to the left of the point fielder. All she needed to do was put the bat to the ball, and that's exactly what she did, and got 4 runs for it.
Gliding it away down to the point boundary for 4 runs. Looking in great form, Jemimah Rodrigues.
To my mind, the fielding side is running out of ideas. They're just shuffling the fielders here and there without any plan or purpose. And
wide call again.
I think to the line that Tirush Kamini is bowling, she should have a third man placed 3/4. Because she's bowling wide outside off stump, and see, that's what's going to happen. Either it's going to be square or behind the wicket. It's not pulling much foolish for the batsman to target the cover region. So I see that she's only placed a short third man, or more of a gully than a short third man, and the batsman is reading the ball very well and utilizing that area to benefit them.
I think the point to note is that there has to be a certain number of fielders within the 30-yard circle. I think that is one of the reasons why they are not having the third man deeper.
Yes. Instead, they've gone in for the long on, but she's not bowling a length, which is going to get Jemimah to play the ball to long on. Maybe she can get the long one inside the circle. Well, what do we have now? How many? 66 for no loss and 11.
End of 11 overs.
Just about 36 runs needed in 9 overs. I think Jemimah played nicely to the right of Veda and takes a comfortable single.
Without having to go for the big shots.
They just have to play normally to. Just singles are good enough for them to take them through. If they are able to get the score quickly and maintain the run rate well, maybe it will help them in the for qualifying at a later date. It's a little too early to say that, but that can help them.
I mean, they're not thinking in those terms at the moment, I think.
They may not be, yes, I agree. Still, this is only the second match and there are 4 more matches to go.
I just go to the toilet.
Attempt to drive that ball, the ball taking the inside edge, trickling down towards the square leg region. Picked up there by Piyush. Bunda wanting a run, but no, says Jemimah. And this time an uppish drive, but cut away nicely. Stopped very well there.
But Sahana, I think she made a good save
Sahana.
and saved 2 runs for the team. She was quick off the field. She was quick to take off, ran well, and made a sliding stop near the boundary line.
Very good stop indeed. Hello.
I think that's the end of 12th over, and score is 71. No? 71 for no loss in 12 overs. I think this bowling change from the other end, Trish Kamani has been taken off, and I think Akanksha Kohli has been brought in, the medium pace bowler.
Finally. That's what we were discussing. And as you and Yogesh were saying, she could perhaps be kept for something special in the final overs. But
I can only think of the reason that they wanted to take the pace of the ball.
Yeah.
And they're in no position to create any miracles at this stage. To
In any case, here she comes, and Buddha coming out to the delivery and driving straight to Veda.
you can see the difference in technique and the way Jemimah plays her strokes with a straight bat in comparison to many of the other batters. She's able to time the ball well with a very, very straight bat.
Yes,
She may,
Akanksha got that breakthrough. Finally, Jemimah out leg before.
I think it was unwanted across the line shot. She tried and paid the price for it. As both of you have been saying, probably if this Akanksha Kohli had been brought in earlier, the breakthrough would have
Come through
earlier.
much before. So that is not to be in any case. But the objective might have possibly been achieved, but at the wrong time.
क्या नाम है उनका? batsman? Captain Rakshita Krishnappa has come in the place of Jemimah, who got out after a very good knock. Jemimah played a good knock of 48 and 37 balls, and replacing her is Rakshita, who plays forward to a well pitched up one, gets beaten.
I think they have taken our commentary seriously.
That's what we were exactly discussing, Yogesh. The plan has worked, but possibly at the wrong time. Here she comes, and Brinda tries to slash at that one outside the off stump.
Rakshita tries to cut, but she's a little late and not able to
Rakshita.
connect.
No,
Well, I see a very good move now, getting Akanksha Kohli, as we had discussed earlier. We were questioning why she wasn't used. I see that she has yielded a wicket. I hope it is just not too late, bringing her into the attack.
Of course, it's a bit late, and they hardly have about 35 runs to defend. And with 9 wickets in hand, with some accomplished batsmen like Deepti Sharma and all to come, I think it's a smooth ride from now onwards.
Absolutely, with the firepower that in the batting that the Sheen team has, the experience of Deepti Sharma, and the composure of Rakshita Nayaka from this end, I think they can take them over the line very easily. But let's not forget the fantastic innings played by Jemimah Rodrigues to get her team to this position. From now on, they are ready to explore any option that comes their way.
Not to forget the fact that Vinda is well settled, and she is also playing quite well, quite a few good shots. It's just a matter of time before they cross the...
Indeed. My apologies, I meant it was Rakshita Krishnappa.
We now find Vrinda well settled, playing some fluent drives, even though we're not with too much of power, but she's timing it well to take easy singles by playing to mid-on and mid-wickets. And
Absolutely, I mean, she's not trying to do anything different, and she's exactly trying to do what her team expects her to do at this stage. And the good thing is that she's been joined by her captain at the crease now. So Rakshita tends to kind of control the game very well. She controls the tempo of the game, and I'm very sure that she's going to have a regular chat with Vrinda, reminding her of the bigger objective, that is crossing over the line and not crossing the rope as yet.
the tournament is still young, with only the second match for every team, and right thing for Vrinda to do is, when she is settled, to go for a bigger score so that she can get into form for the coming matches, 4 more matches in the league stage itself, and it will help her and the team for her to do well in the other matches and qualify comfortably for the finals. That should be the motive for her.
Absolutely. I mean, this knock is going to do a world of good to it's going to do a world of good to Vrinda's confidence. I'm very sure that young Vrinda is going to carry a lot of confidence forward from this innings into, as you rightly said, the tournament is only very young right now. This is only the second game, but if she plays like this in the next 4 games, I am sure that this tournament is going to benefit her extremely. I mean, she's already has a reputation of a good striking batsman, and it is going to only do good for her after that.
I'm also hoping that some of the other local Karnataka players in this team as well as other teams take a leaf out of her, the way she's playing, and tries to play a longer innings, get settled. Again, let me repeat this, there are 4 more matches to go for everyone. There's enough time for them to come good, make a mark for themselves, and cement their place in the state side. I think that should be the way they should be looking at this tournament, and they should be. They should also be looking at how the other players like Jemimah and all are building their innings and playing a longer innings. That's what they should be learning from this kind of tournaments.
At the end of 14 overs, the Falcon Sheen Sports Club 76 for the loss of 1 wicket. Akanksha Kohli continues from the Falcon end, concedes the 1 run on the first ball of a second over, which happens to be the 15th over of the second innings. Very good ball worked on the onside by Vrinda to a short mid wicket, and a comfortable single taken. Very good use of feet there by Rakshita Krishnappa, who stepped out to receive the ball on the full length, I should say. Tries to drive it between covers and point, but straight to the fielder, Veda. No run taken.
Rakshita has just come in, and my feeling is that she's trying to hit too hard instead of placing the ball and running and giving the strike to the other batsman who is well settled. I mean, rotating the strike will give her ample opportunities to settle down more comfortably instead of putting pressure on herself to play some booming drives or shots. I think she's playing with little hard irons at this point in time.
I couldn't agree with you any more on that, Mr. Krishnaswamy. You've got it perfectly right. Even I felt the same. I don't think she requires to hit the ball that hard as what she's trying to. There's a very well settled batsman at the other end, which is in Vrinda Dinesh. She should share the strike across with her. That was a very good attempt and fielding of her own bowling by Akanksha Kohli. Even though she's brought in late by her captain in this match, but she's kind of trying to bowl a very firing spell from the Falcon end.
I think it was a good save on the boundary line, third man boundary line by Sahana, if I'm not right.
Absolutely, Mr. Krishnaswamy, that is Sahana over there, and she's done a very good job there. Vrinda finds a thick edge, travelling to the fine leg area, the third man area, and picks up a single. Now they've brought a short third man in.
End of 15th over.
At the end of 15th over, the Falcon Sheen Sports Club is 80 runs for the of 1 wicket. We've got a very well settled batter in form of Vrinda Dinesh at the crease, and The responsibility of scoring the runs and taking them over is now shared by their captain, Rakshita Krishnappa.
The target now is 23 of 30 balls, which should not be difficult at all.
30 balls, 23 runs, and they have employed the services now of, if I'm not wrong, it's Mona Meshram. Ameya trying to restrict the batsmen from loosening their hands over there. They're not able to. They're not able to cut loose. That is our mark. Wash it and bring it.
This is now.
Wash it and bring it back.
Rakshita plays a lofted sweep slog over square leg field.
More of a lofted slog sweep
Yeah.
or a slog. I think trying to go for a pull, but the ball was more of full length ball. So yes, a slog sweep. Surprisingly going over square leg.
I think Rakshita is chancing around too much,
Absolutely,
which is not
absolutely.
needed at this point in time.
Or maybe she's playing a strategy wherein she's told Vrinda, look Vrinda, now you need to carry your bat throughout and I'm going to come in and try and take the risk and try to see whatever I can get. Maybe that could be something that could be playing in her mind as well.
All she needs to do is to play with softer hands and take singles.
It was a very good,
Vrinda tries to sweep the ball but
Scoop.
doesn't connect very well.
it was a sweepish scoop by Vrinda. It took the top edge of her bat, trying to sweep and is rewarded with a single. I've got Mr. Shri Kumar, our co-commentator, join us again. And
Yes,
he's excited to join us at this point of time when the Falcon Sheen Sports Club is trying to edge towards victory. What do you make of this game, Mr. Shri Kumar?
I think as far as batting is concerned, in the second innings, Sheen have completely dominated the proceedings.
Yes,
And
indeed.
they have played some very unhurried cricket. Otherwise, possibly, if they had gone for their shots early on, the equation might have been much less, or even they would have achieved it by now. But they played very, very cool and composed game all along.
Absolutely, absolutely. Me and Mr. Krishnaswamy were having the same chat. We felt that Rakshita has come in and she's trying to do way too much. I think that she still needs to take the singles and allow the set batsman in Vrinda to go after them. What do you think of that strategy?
That could possibly also be one of the reasons. But then again, they have to get the runs, no matter who gets it. So, and with so many wickets in hand, I think it's anybody's this thing that they could take some risks.
Very true. So the equation now is just waiting to get the equation from our scorers.
Akanksha Kohli sitting down a dot ball outside the off stump, the ball keeping low and just zipping past the batsman, the batter.
So the Falcon Sheen Sports Club requires 18 runs of 24 balls. 18 runs of
18
24
of
balls.
24, the equation.
Very good shot there. Fantastic return through.
There it is, Rakshita steps out and slams it down the track, but only a single. Vrinda really playing a very, very steady cool and composed game all through.
Absolutely.
Top aged one running away to the third man fence for 4
boundary.
runs.
Thick outside edge. Replay. Just looking at the replay, Mr. Sri Kumar, of that last ball. Wow. It's gone sailing over. Probably if there would have been a second slip in place, it would have gone straight to the hands of second slip.
Quite possible.
Yes. And Vrunda is rewarded with a boundary with that shot, which takes their score to 90 for 1.
This time tucked away towards the mid-wicket region for a single.
Akanksha Kohli bowling the last ball of the 17th over. Oh, fantastic shot over there by Rakshita, who manages to send the ball over the ropes on a pitch. So, adding another 4 runs to her team, taking the team score to 95 for 1 at the end of 17 overs. 95 for 1 at the end of 17 overs. Fantastic batting on display over here.
8 runs on 18 balls.
Yes, absolutely.
As you were saying, they were keeping a specialist bowler
It
with
was
some objective in mind, but that objective was perhaps achieved a bit late in the day.
very true. I think they should have used her at least as the first change. Maybe bought her after the 6 overs, after the power play.
Quite right.
Because I feel that at this stage you've got to take on your risks very early in the game. Anuja Patil to try and restrict the batsman Vrinda Dinesh. Fantastic sleep deployed
Beautifully sipped
by Vrinda.
towards fine single.
Single taken. 7 runs required of 17 balls. A very sensible batting here by both the batters, Vrinda and Rakshita, not trying to do anything extraordinary.
No need for big hits.
Absolutely. I think Vrinda Dinesh is reading the ball very well. She is committing to the front foot as soon as she sees the length is pitched up. She is getting away, getting into the line of the ball, pushing the ball into the area. Fantastic. Very good pull shot by Rakshita.
Another single.
Wicket. And completes a single comfortably. Fantastic. Yes, Rakshita sends Runda back. Even though Runda was very keen on taking that single, the captain says this is not required. Fantastic. Fantastic. Team 100 up. 100 up in the 18th over. And the equation is now 3 runs required of 12 balls. Sahana Pawar to bowl the 19th over of this match, of the second innings, from the Falcon end. I don't think there's much that Sahana can do now. Vrunda Dinesh preparing to take her team over the line. Oh my God. What a nut. What a delivery. Looking at the replay here. Fantastic ball by Sahana. Pitching right in between middle and leg. Oh, she's bowled around the wicket. She's bowled around the wicket. Fantastic ball over there, which brings Deepti Sharma to strike. Vrunda Dinesh, fabulous innings, comes to an end. 31 runs of 51 balls, and she's exactly got her team into a position what they wanted to be in. All the hard work was done by both Vrunda Dinesh and Jemimah Rodrigues, who've seen through their team getting into a very comfortable position. I'm sure that Deepti Sharma and Captain Rakshita Krishnappa is capable of taking the team over the line. Sahana Pawar to bowl the second ball of the 19th over. Fantastic job by Deepti Sharma.
Today's matches have been quite in contrast, Yogesh.
Yes, indeed.
Kini RR beat Herons by just 1 run,
Very true.
and Sheen almost on the verge of recording a comfortable victory
Very true.
here against Ameya Sports. Cut away towards point. No run, they just need 2 runs more.
Absolutely. Mr. Sri Kumar, I think they just need to get those 2 runs, which is the same thing probably running in their minds now. Fantastic. Sahana's keeping it very tight. I think she wants to take this game into the last over now. And Rakshita certainly doesn't want the game to the last over. 2 runs required of 8 balls. Fantastic ball again. Not allowing any room for Rakshita to go after her. She's been restricting her. Fantastic shot over there by Rakshita. Sees her team over the line.
Finish the game off with a 6.
Hello. Thank Thank you very much to our online viewers. The last ball of the innings, we've seen Rakshita Krishnappa take a team over the line by hitting the ball over mid-on and securing the victory. Let us proceed now to the presentation ceremony. Thank you very much to my co-commentators, Mr. Sri Kumar and Mr. Krishnaswamy. It was an incredible day. We enjoyed the commentary. Let's move on to the presentation ceremony now.
Check, mic check. Check, 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 check. Mic check. Check, 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 check.
Hello. So, congratulations, Sheen Sports team, for the second consecutive win. Well done, team. Congratulations. Give them a big hand, please. Yeah, our chief guest today is Srimati Chandrika Sridhar. Well, she was one of the key bowler of Karnataka team and a useful bat. She was regular for Karnataka and South Zone teams. Currently, she is the treasurer of the Falcon Sports and she is the chairman of KSCA Junior Selection Team. Congrats, Chan. Good show. Well, now it is time to announce the Player of the Match award. Any guesses? Lot of competition, I suppose. Huh? Anyone from this side to say? Well, now it is goes to Jemimah Rodrigues for her wonderful knock of 48 in 37 balls. Yeah. Congrats, Jemmy. Congratulations. Well, Jemmy, can you say something about the tournament as well as the today's match?
It's been an honor to be here. Honestly, we didn't get to play many matches, but thanks to Falcon Sports, Shanta ma'am, and all those people over here working behind the scenes to make this tournament possible, and even the ground, everything is so amazing. So thank you everyone, and it's been a great joy to be a part of this tournament.
Once again, congrats, Jemmy. Wish you all the best. Yeah, I would like to invite Rakshita Krishnappa, winning team captain, to say about your team progress and how you are doing with about it.
Nothing much. We just sticked our everything basic. We just told bowlers to keep it one side and concentrate on the dot balls. That's how they did it, and we got the they bowled to field and they did really well. And batting, Jemmy and Vrinda played really well. So congrats to them.
How do you feel about the outstation players now?
Actually, everyone is learning a lot from Jemmy, Deepthi, everyone, their fielding effort, how they are covering everything. So thanks to them, and we are we are enjoying.
Okay. Thank you, Rakshu. Yeah, losing team captain Veda. Hard luck, Veda. Yeah. What happened exactly today?
No, I think they were a better side today. So congratulations to you guys. But on the other side, there was a lot of positives in my team as well. Not giving up till the end. We pulled the game till the 19th over. The way Jemmy was going, it looked they might finish a little earlier, but credits to the bowler who bowled. Sahana bowled really well. Akanksha bowled really well. I think our trump card was Trishi today. But yeah, like I said, like one or two mistakes. If we cut down, we've realized what we've done. Maybe a better performance tomorrow with the bat. And as a bowling side and as a fielding side, I think we're doing really good. But yeah, like it was a bad day, so nothing. We can't do anything.
It happens.
It's okay. It's a long tournament. Still
Yeah.
4 more games to do. So anything can happen. We'll come back stronger tomorrow.
Yeah, wish you good luck, Veda.
Thank
Once
you.
again, all the best teams. Good show. Keep it up. Thank you. Jemmy, I requested here, please. Please, 1 second.
You can drop it down. You'll have to spare a minute. They want to set up. ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಿದೆ. Is it too high? Is that okay? You need to face the camera.
3, 1, 2, 1.
Jemimah, can you share your experience about your trip to Bangalore this time?
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ 5% ಇತ್ತು, ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ
You can have that mic.
It's been weird because normally we come to Bangalore like every second month, but this time because of virus and everything, we didn't have camps, we didn't have matches, but it's been such a blessing for us because we're longing to play matches, and we didn't have anything else lined up, but the kind of matches we all organized, Falcon Sports, Santa Ma'am, it's such an exposure for all of us, and even my teammates, all the girls have been so supportive and so nice. So, we feel like we're part of a family and we always feel welcome. So that's the best part of being here.
Fantastic. Actually, I would ask you, there's a rumor going around, South Indian, because you love Vada Pav. Right? And the reason I say this is because you know what? My neighbor's name is Gauramma. Okay? My teacher's name was Jemimah. And they both are South Indians. And your name is Jemimah. So, I was just wondering, is this true?
I'll have to ask my parents if they named me after them. But yeah, I do speak the South Indian language.
Fantastic, well done. Jemimah, how was your game today? What do you think of this ground? What do you think of the coverage? What do you think of this overall experience which Falcon Sports Club along with the Sampradaya this tournament?
Firstly, this ground is very amazing. Today's wicket was better than yesterday's. It was nicely coming on the bat. And everything, the facilities, the dressing room, and more than that, the people over here are so helpful. Thanks to all the parents who come out here to help all of us and make us feel at home and comfortable. So thank you for that.
I hope you are referring to me as well on that.
Are you a parent?
I am, indeed, yes.
But yeah, it's been great, and as I said, just to get to play matches, just to be here, it's such a good experience. And even for the youngsters, it's an inspiration. When we were playing, we wish we had such tournaments so that we could get the experience from our seniors. But it's so nice joining up with this team.
Right. So now, what is it that you'll carry forward from here? When you go back to Mumbai, you are from Mumbai, right? So when you go back to Mumbai, what is it that you'll carry forward from here? How is this going to improve your game?
I think for any cricketer, how much of you practice, it's okay. But when you do well in the match and you play matches, that's when your confidence builds up. Like whichever match it is. So I'm sure I'm going to go here with much more confidence. But yes, also I need to get better at certain things. So I'll keep that in mind and try and get better and hopefully win this tournament.
Oh, fantastic. And do you have to say anything for the coverage by Y Sports? They've been working hard trying to get the coverage. Say.
Yeah.
My apologies. Sorry.
No problem. It's nice that these matches are being televised because women's matches are very rarely televised. But to put in so much effort, even there's a lot of expenditure. But in spite of that, you're also like, no, we should do it, and we're getting the results also. Yesterday, Santa Ma'am put it on our group that we had more than 11K people watching us live on YouTube. So that's a great achievement for women's cricket.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Please give a big round of applause to Jemimah for being sportive as she always is. Any question to ask her?
Wish you all the best. We expect a century from you. So that will be very nice. All the best. Yeah.
Fantastic, Jemimah. Bye. Have a good day.
Eh,
next bowling.
Hello, I'm Jemimah here.
What do you want to say about Falcons?
To share a few words with us.
Falcons